Ní Melody 100.7 FM nílùú Ìbàdàn. Aago mẹ́fà ìrọ̀lẹ́ ti lù.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 6 p.m.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it. Melody FM 100.7. Your true urban radio station is here. Melody 100.7 FM.
Please enter your secret number.
Identifying 100.7.
Access granted.
Let's go.
You're about to witness entertainment, skills, experience, and desire to rock a party like no other. Mind-blowing sound. Ladies and gentlemen, the party starts now.
Melody 100.7 FM.
Reset one of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7.
This is C-Drill, aka CEO. Now check it out. It's the C to the E to the O. We DJ PD. Oh, you know how we go. Exposing fakes like Nollywood videos. It's Black Wall. I do it for my people. Yo, this is C-Drill, aka CEO, hanging out with DJ Pretty. Don't touch that dial. For my people. Yo, this is C-Drill, aka CEO, hanging out with DJ Pretty. Don't touch that dial. One.
Just cruising.
Well, baby, I don't care.
Just cruising.
As long as you take me there.
Just cruising.
Somewhere to clear my mind.
Just cruising.
Just cruising.
Just cruising.
Well, baby, I don't care.
Just cruising.
As long as you take me there.
Just cruising.
Somewhere to clear my mind.
Just cruising.
Just cruising.
Yeah, most definitely. It's about time to cruise again. About to represent one more time. Big time, big dope type for your mind, your body and soul. Keep representing like no other. You know how we do it? Biggie, heavy on the radio station. The Nature's Finest is here. It's a Thursday edition. We call it Turn Up Thursday. Melody 100.7 FM right here in Ibadan. How you doing, Ibadan? You're here again. You know how we do it on the cruise show. Anything can happen. Say what? That's how we represent. Yeah, we bring you the very best in sports, entertainment. That's why we call it sportainment, edutainment, info edutainment. You can't get this one anywhere. And tonight again, we're going to be taking you through fastest fingers. If your fingers are fast, you want to try my cards, no problem. I got you covered tonight again. We're going to be getting into class and learn something. You know how we do it? Segment by segment. Music, sports, music, entertainment, just music. What's trending in Nigeria? Just music. We get into class. And so many beautiful things.
Just cruising.
On behalf of my team,
Just cruising.
I got a whole lot of beautiful people in my team.
Just cruising.
Adenika Adeso, that's my girl right there. DJ Medicine. Of course, I got my boys. Okay, I started calling him DJ Dan. Okay, Daniel Adeyemi, and of course, not forgetting the man known as Bobola. Yes, Bobola, Egun Femi as well. Of course, all other guys representing big time. Oyewole Adetoro, Mr. Panotono, the greatest Panotono of our time. represent together. And this is how we welcome you. Welcome to the show. Here's the cruise right here. The Finest is here. My name is Pretty, DJ Pretty, the Finest, the nature's finest, all in one in all. You know, when I come through like this, I rap through, and I keep it real for Villa, like the thriller, Manila, and I be biggest big killer like a gorilla. 100.7 is still the Villa. SELECTIVRTY, always the name of my game when I represent. I'm about to kick it back and forth like Jackie Chan. If you're ready, let's go this way. There is Titanium, Davido, alongside Chris Brown. Brand new right here.
I've been through the fire, I've been through the flames. Came out like a diamond, precious, saving grace. Half of my sleep is on, heard it like ain't no more. Feels like I've been reborn. The things you say, the things you do, they ricochet, a bulletproof. Bang bang, baby, bang bang, baby, shoot shoot. I know my strength, I know my words. 10 toes down, I put in work. Titanium, titanium. You can try, but you won't break me down. Titanium, titanium. You can try, but you won't break me down. I really fuck with me. I really fuck with my company. I never needed validation. I'm good in every situation. Confidence up to the moon. Can you show me something new? My love for me is so amazing. I'm good in every situation. Oh, the things you say, the things you do, they ricochet, a bulletproof. Bang bang, baby, bang bang, make it shoot shoot. I know my strengths, I know my words. 10 toes down, I put in work. Ain't no way of bringing me down. Titanium, titanium. You can try, but you won't break me down. Titanium, titanium. You can try, but you won't break me down. Show you up, she really the A-list girl, she really my favorite girl, I'm loving the way you twirl in the Maybach, she really the A-list girl, she really my favorite girl, I'm loving the way you twirl, fresh up, burn it on me, you can't do it slowly, girl, that you want, would you burn it for me, take a picture in the shot sleeve. I had a feeling one of the things you'll be there is a nice thing. When you ain't girl, you let me sing. Ooh, like that. Crazy, crazy. You are me. Girl, chocolate one bite. They say I love it, better make a man fight. But I girl, hold up. Who better than? Bring a mound, my girl fine like it at a bang. My daddy when you boogie down. Give me booty bounce, make a elevator finance. Pussy and pressure, give her a girl later. Sharp like saber, my girl so fine. Give me that one. I like it. You try. in the Maybach. She really the latest girl. She really my favorite girl. I'm loving the way you twirl. Fresh up, put it on me. She can't do this slowly. The dirty wine, would you bend it for me? Take a picture in your sleeve. I had a feeling one of these things. You'll be there with my stay. When you ain't girl, you make me sing. Ooh, like that. Yeah, you're pretty, my girl. But nothing like turn up the dance floor. I should ride the motorcycle. You know you got to kick in my drum. Ooh, I go do anything when concern my body. I go do anything when concern my body. I wanna go there, I wanna go there.
Father said the party's over, non. Donc si l'histoire s'achève ici, on s'en ira sans dire merci. On n'a jamais respecté les lois au Bali. J'ai gravé mon histoire sur vinyle.
Most definitely. Goodbye. Yeah, Tay's right there alongside Davido doing Pray. We've been praying for so long. Some people are even saying he's getting to a point that we're getting tired of praying. But don't forget, it's better to pray than to curse. So let's keep praying. Things will get better one day. Let's begin to get to sports quickly so that we can check you out. Yes. Let's talk about sports right now. Of course, it is a competition. Europa and Conference League. You know that Conference League somehow used to. No wonder Daniel always says that they don't belong there. They don't belong there. Okay. All right. It is the Cruise Show, Melody 100.7 FM. Almost time for sport now. And you know how we do it every time on sports? It's about giving you the very best brand new things and what's happening here and there. And that's what we do. Sport o'clock on Melody 100.7 FM. Daniel is here with me. And of course, Bobola as well. So let's get going like this. You know, when you hear this tune, it is time for sport, and that is what it is right now.
throw from deep and out. That's a smashing ball, it's Martins!
Josie, your ball, good ball.
And it's pushed out to the boat!
Double Odesi.
Sensational! What a wonderful finish!
That is the most embarrassing own goal.
Oh, what a goal! That's something out of nothing! He struck it sweetly, and does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
Okay, welcome to Sports O'Clock on Melody 100.7 FM. It's the Sports Cruise. This beautiful Thursday. It's turn up Thursday on the radio station. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest. Daniel Adeyemi is with me this beautiful day. Daniel, it's good to have you once again, and let's talk sport.
Yeah, it's good to be here again, of course, to talk sports.
Most
it's beautiful
definitely.
evening here, a lot to talk about because we couldn't talk much in the morning.
Yeah.
And of course, there has to be more reactions to what happened and what's about to happen this evening. So let's go, and I'm waiting, of course, for my...
Where is Bobola now? Okay.
For my other...
Okay, I understand. Okay, he's taking care of the stream.
For my lady.
Yeah. Your what? Anyway, let me quickly, just in case you don't know, the white smoke, this is the breaking news I'm giving you from the conclave in Italy. The white smoke has been seen, so meaning a new pope has just been elected. We'll get to know his name very shortly. Talking about the new pope. Yes, for the Catholic communities in the world. You know, the new pope is the leader of the Catholic community. That's over 1.4 billion Christians all over the world. Okay? So, anyway, that's just by the way. Bobola, I mean, what's going on?
Good evening, Pretty the Finest. Good evening, Daniel.
You
Good
look
evening.
tired. What's wrong with you?
I mean,
you're not eating.
It's not been easy.
Being a United fan, right?
I
mean, you said joy comes.
Well, you're wearing United clothes.
Exactly. You're always intentional because there's nothing like staying with somebody and still.
You know, we've qualified to the final. That's why you're wearing it.
No, I'm wearing it because
you're celebrating with them.
I'm wearing it because I want people to feel how it's like to wear something like this and still bully it.
That means you are celebrating with them. Now,
Look at it. There's no logo on it.
By the way, Habib Muyiwa Tijani is saying he won the prediction yesterday, guys, and you guys didn't tell me. He said he won the prediction.
Habib
Muyiwa Tijani says, good evening, watching from our Romakinde. Habib, can you just send...
we do a VR check after the game.
Or maybe if you can just get just the same thing the
screenshot
David Aloma did the other time, just send a screenshot. Fijabi Victor says, good evening, sir, good evening to you. And Jolasho Ario Henry says, this month is called May. He has started again. He said, this month is called... what a long episode. Well, let me read others first before I go to episode. I can have energy to read your episode. All right. Abidemi Desire says, I'm here. Up Gunners. We come again next season. Here we go. That's what they always say. Here we go. Next season.
I can't believe someone is saying
Gunners can be strong. Their fans are strong.
They are not strong. They are just addicted to losing.
Don't say that. He said, we come again next season. Football. Okay, I think he's mocking them.
Okay.
He says, up Ghana, and he has this laughing emoji, and he said, we come again next season football club. And Fijabi is replying, he says, I'm here, up Gunners. Abina.
You're strong. We're with you, eh?
Jola Sharia says this month is called May because it's full of football possibilities and it's full of surprises. Now let's enjoy the trend. He said possible outcomes this month. Manchester City may win FA Cup. Manchester United may win Europa League. Chelsea may bottle Conference League. Real Betis may win Conference League. Real Madrid may not win La Liga. Barcelona may win La Liga. Arsenal may win more corners and free kicks. Haaland may win Premier League Golden Boot. Salah may win Best Premier League Assist Award. He said Martin Odegaard may win Best Hair Flicker and Hairdresser Award. I hope you now understand the use
He's
of
always
may.
doing that thing.
He said now, home assignment. Which one? He's always doing what? Okay, flicking his head. I think he does that more than even playing football.
He does that a lot.
He does that a lot, right?
Yeah.
Why does he have time for his head and he has time for football?
It shows how much where his priority.
I think you need to go and cut that hair. You behave like
when you play for Arsenal,
Freddie
you know it's
Lumbo.
all about beautiful football.
Yeah, I remember when Freddie Lumbo was playing for Arsenal too.
Yeah, he was always doing that.
He was always doing that. At the point he now cut his hair. When he cut his hair, he started doing well.
Oh my God.
Okay, you were greeting before I even Gary, I had to.
Yeah, so I was saying good evening to all our listeners out there. I already said good evening to Daniel and also to the host, that's Pretty the Finest. It's so nice to be here to talk about sports. And for United fans out there, let them sit back, just enjoy the game. We've qualified to the finals. Let them
you
just
shouldn't
enjoy
say
the
that.
game.
You shouldn't say that.
Why shouldn't he?
We've qualified. I mean, that's,
have they not qualified?
That's not even.
But you know, this is my introduction. Allow me to introduce
All right.
myself. Yeah, so United
Allow
fans,
you to introduce yourself now.
So United fans should sit back and enjoy the game because three goals at home, right? 3 goals away from home. They should just sit back and enjoy the game. Even if we lose, maybe 2-0 to. I mean, Manchester United would eventually qualify.
Okay. Nureni Farouk says, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's begin to roll in one by one now. You know, Chelsea playing... there's nothing to predict in that game because that game is won already. I don't even know what to say about such a game because the game tonight, where is the action, sir? Because all these games to me, they've been decided. Is it Tottenham Hotspur game? Is decided.
Exactly.
Man U game is decided if you like.
Exactly why I said if your team is playing in the Conference or Europa League, you should not be out there making boasts about it.
That is not
and I'm happy that
is not
if
the point.
if what Arsene Wenger suggested goes through and they pass a new law, it will kill some of these.
That is not what Pretty the Finest is saying.
Yeah, exactly.
The point is,
where is the game tonight?
Manchester United and Atletico Bilbao, they already played 3-0. You understand? Manchester United already scored 3 goals. On the other hand, Tottenham, I mean, they are winning Bodo Glimt 3-1 right now. That's in the first leg. So there's no joy. I mean, it looks like both teams are on the verge of qualifying.
Competition.
There's no competition, yeah.
Exactly.
So both teams are on the verge of qualifying. So I think that's what he's trying to say. If Atletico Bilbao and Manchester United was right now on 1-1 or 2-2, I mean, we'll be all.
And that's why I'm buttressing that fact. There's no competition because it's Europa League and Conference League. Where weak teams meet. Where teams who are not
don't say weak teams.
Yeah.
You say weak teams?
I said I dare say
Wait,
that.
is Europa League for weak teams?
Europa League might not be entirely for weak teams. That's
Conference
why I give it. Conference League is for weak teams, very weak. And that's why Chelsea
You
is
believe?
not. Of course, it
You
is.
believe
You can't.
I mean, you can say that for Conference League, but Europa League is not a week.
Europa League is the second tier of European decision competition. Don't say it's not for. If you are not playing in the Premier League, you are playing in Division 2. You are saying
The fact
it's not
that
for,
if you win the Europa League, you go on to play in the Champions League. I mean, it's a serious competition.
But are you excited to be in Europa League while Arsenal is playing the semi-final of the Champions League yesterday?
Point of fact, Arsenal, they are out of the Champions League.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't bring them in the discussion.
But would you approve? Okay, because Europa League, you are trying to make it look like it's a big competition because you are there.
I mean, you can't. It's big in its own way. You can't say it's not.
I mean, you were not like this some 20 years ago when Ferguson was taking you guys around the world. I mean, you have to check that about the team, the fans, and everything, because that's exactly what put Arsenal where they are today.
Okay, we'll get there, guys. Breaking news, as I said, I broke the news earlier for you that the white smoke has been seen. Now, the breaking news is that Cardinal Robert Francis has been elected a new Pope of the Catholic Church in the world, and is to be known as Pope Leon XIV. Pope Leon XIV, and he is the 267th Pope and head of Catholic Church in the entire world. So, Cardinal Robert Francis has just been elected and is known as Pope Leon the 14th. Just bringing you the breaking
Pope
news.
elected. Let's hope Arsenal will win Champions League.
Yes, because
before he leaves.
I'm telling you. I mean, all the popes didn't see Arsenal win
Champions League.
God have mercy. Arsenal don't suffer. I'm telling you. All right, this is what you get when you listen to Melody. You get the breaking news first. That's what you get right here. All right. Congratulations to the Catholic communities in the world. At least you have a new pope now. And let's quickly go have this breather. Let's have this commercial break. When we return, we'll be looking through for Conference League, very weak, maybe very weak. That's why Chelsea need to win it by all means necessary. But for Daniel Adeyemi, he doesn't see anything good in Conference League. Even if they win it, he's saying it's not good enough. But it's the only thing that you need in your cabinet if you win it.
We don't need it.
Don't worry. We'll come back to that. I mean, for Daniel, also for Bobola, winning the Europa League is everything to him now because that's going to get to Europe. One person is saying winning Conference League is nonsense to them. The other one is fighting hard. I'm sure he's even praying so hard. Are you doing fasting?
No.
He's been fasting actually.
No wonder his face is not looking good.
Goodness, so I don't know why he's denying it.
Your face looks like you've been fasting.
No.
You've been praying.
I've been walking.
Okay, you've been walking.
You woke up this morning praying.
He's been working for Manchester
He was praying prayer of mercy this morning. I mean,
let's have this breather. Let's have this commercial break. We'll be back very shortly.
Study abroad in one of the best universities where you will unfold your dreams. TCL Global Educational Expo is a path to gold. At the 2025 Educational Fair, you will meet the best of over 20 university representatives all in one place at Jags Hotel, Iyagoku, Ibadan. The place to be on the 10th of May, 2025 by 10 a.m. to get the facts, see and choose your courses and shape your future bright. TCL Global Educational Expo will guide you to take the flight all the way with our over 20 years of experience in international educational support. Don't miss out. Mark the date. TCL Global Nigeria Limited, showing the path to greatness. For more information,
0807-877-3100 or 0906-370-3641.
You can also call our United Kingdom number on +44 78 599 07074 or send us an email at nigeria@tclglobal.co.uk or visit our website on www.tclglobal.co.uk. TCL Global, your partner in education. Unlock your global dreams. It's your destination.
And most definitely, thank you for being there with us still. This is the Sports Cruise on Melody 100.7 FM. Now let's get into it right now. And let's talk about what's happening, what's popping, and what's going on in the ever-exciting world of sports right now. Of course, you know how it is. With Daniel here, with Bobola here, it gets so hot. Someone asked the question, why is Daniel always so hard on Bobola? You should pity this boy like that song you used to play, Definest. That's the message the person sent. Pity this boy. Well, that song is by Odumodu Black. Pity this boy. And Daniel, when will you pity this boy?
He didn't know he's a boy. He's yet to agree with me that he's a boy. Especially when you're supporting Manchester United. You don't talk to Chelsea anyhow. You don't talk back at me anyhow. Like in the last 20 years, I've done more to football for football than you've done. And so why is he embracing Europa League? I believe it's because that's the last European competition he held. So I won't do that because since my last Europa League, I've won another Champions League, I've won World Cup club, I've done a lot of exploit in the world of football.
You've done everything.
Done everything, but I don't know. He's been changing managers like someone changing singlets. So,
Baba, you have been changing managers too now.
I mean, when I change manager, I deliver.
When he talks, you are quiet. Why?
No, I want him to land. And the thing is, it talks about the last 20 years. If you check the trophy cabinet of Manchester United,
I said in the last 20 years.
Okay? I mean, that's don't say in the last 20 years. Don't put a pinpoint.
Because I try to put
a pinpoint. Chelsea, Manchester United, in terms of trophies, in terms of laurels, who has more?
Of course, you've been around before me.
No,
you've been around long before. You've been around. You know, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. You can't compare a 50-year-old man to a 25-year-old man. So that's what you should put into context.
Okay. Anyway, let's leave Manchester United and Chelsea Wahala in this game. All right. Let's quickly. There are indications because after losing out yesterday, indications have emerged that Arsenal are really keen on signing a striker now. I mean, in next season, and we understand 3 people have been mentioned, much more than any other now. In fact, the name of Osimhen is not even being mentioned now. They are mentioning Alexander Isak. Benjamin Sesko, and of course Victor Gyökeres for Arsenal. We're among these 3. I mean, looking at how they play, let me start with Bobola. Which one? Who do you think will be best for Arsenal?
3 of them are very, very brilliant strikers. I mean, I don't even know who to pick right now, but I would have to pick Isak amongst these guys because I mean, he's in the Premier League right now. He understands the pressure. Gyökeres, for me, is a fine striker, but you can't compare. I mean, the Portuguese league with the Premier League. So I think.
But that's the hottest striker in the world right now, have you?
Is he the hottest?
Who has scored more goals?
He has scored more goals, but in the equation is not number 1 because if they are given the golden overall highest goal scorer,
they will not look at where he's playing, right?
They will look at. They will not just look at
the golden boot eventually.
No, they are not going to look at the goals. I think in
he's getting the golden boot if he comes up with more goals. There's no need to look at anything.
The way they divide the clause, they divide for England divided by 2 the goals, and for other leagues like the likes of Portuguese, the likes of
He's going to get it if he has more goals.
It's not the highest goal.
They can't cut someone's goal because he's playing in a Portuguese league.
There's an equation for it.
It's an European team. He played in Champions League. There's no equation. Where are you getting this law from?
They don't calculate the goals of the Premier League, Spanish La Liga. Go and check. Go and research.
Who do you think is now better?
So they're going to give it to someone that has a 40 goal when he has 60 goals?
No. The equation of the Premier League in terms of the goals is not the same with. They don't calculate it based.
I don't agree with this. I think I'm hearing it for the first time.
Go and check it.
And I will not subscribe to that.
People at the comment section would go.
It would be unfair.
Would come
you
out
not even
for someone who plays in the Europe.
Now let me. Daniel was the one that came through. To interrupt me. But now, amongst the three of them, I think Isak for me is the best. I think. So far, he's been able to prove himself in the Premier League. And Arsenal...
But not in the Champions League.
Not in the Champions League. We're talking about the Premier League.
Yeah, we're talking about Arsenal wants to win the Champions League.
In the Champions League, it's played in the Champions League.
What's his CV like in the Champions League?
It's
compared to Gyökeres?
Gyökeres in the Champions League.
You know how many goals he racked up this season?
How many goals? How many goals?
Check now. He was among the top scorers before.
How many goals?
You said Isak, right?
Isak, yeah.
Where you think Isak will not? They don't need. Okay, who do you think they need if not Isak?
I mean, it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal.
Is it Sesko?
And you have to look at the pattern of play at Arsenal compared to what Newcastle play. So when you bring in an Isak, you need to consider what's the pattern of play that suits him well with Newcastle. It's not the same with Arsenal. Arsenal need someone who's like Gyökeres. That's what they're going to get if they have the money, because that's the kind of player that can actually help them on the side as well, and he's very good on the ball. While Isak is just like Osimhen, someone who likes to look around the box, and he's not the kind of player that can actually do much other than just score goals. So Arsenal, why they went for Albert that time was because Albert is very good on the ball. He's kind of player that can also assist and all of that. So I'm not saying what's best for Arsenal, but what suits Arsenal is what I'm tipping here. And what suits
their style?
What suits their style right now is either Sesko or Gyökeres. But if I'm talking about Isak, I'll be pushing Isak to maybe Chelsea or Manchester United, a place where you just need a striker to do the job.
Okay, well, for Honey Drop, I think Honey Drop is saying they need Alexander Isak. I mean, let's look through. You have the message. Let's go through the message. Welcome, guys, to class. Drop more comments in class and let's know when you're there. All right? Let's go, Bobola.
All right, so Jola Osharia says Victor is the best striker right now. Are you trying to compare him with them Abdulkarim Oiland? That's Gyökeres.
He's asking you, Daniel.
He won't say
no, it's not Daniel. It's you. Okay.
So Fijabi Victor says Isak is good for us now. Said I'm rooting for Spurs in the Europa League. It was the end of the road for my darling team yesterday. Arowolo Abiodun Adiza says, well done, guys.
Sending our loves from here, okay?
Then Victor Aremu says, good afternoon, listening to you from Oyo.
Thank you, Victor.
Yeah, so, and Toluwani Zico says, no, every league scorer will have the same points.
So he's reacting to what you said. Even me, I'm hearing for the first time that he said
it's not possible to say because you are playing in the competition. I mean, this is
is it not the same leg?
The Champions League.
Is it leg they are using to play?
He scored a trick. How many goals against Manchester City? How do you cut his goal because
he's not playing England?
It's not fair. I mean, maybe Bola is addicted to all these kind of competitions where those kind of privileges where you play Europa League to play in the Champions League, play FA Cup to win, to play in the Europa League.
Must he go there?
No, it doesn't work like that all the time. Okay.
What are you saying again?
The rules and
football. I'm listening to you, Jari.
Yeah, I want to calculate. I want to check.
Because I know we have more messages.
Maybe you just
okay. So let me.
I'm talking about messages. What are you?
No, he wants to defend what's not defendable.
So he said it is. Let me talk about the European Golden Shoot. The European Golden Shoot. So it says it's an award that is presented to each season to a leading goal scorer in league matches from the top division of the European National League. Yeah. So I'm coming. Yeah. Let me get the points. Yeah.
I even told you
if it was in the second division, that's why that kind of thing can happen.
So listen, goals in the top 5 leagues are multiplied by 2, while goals in the league 6 to 22 are multiplied by 1.5.
Okay.
And the goals in the leagues are below 22 are multiplied by 1. Okay. Now, the top leagues are the likes of Chelsea. I mean, those are England, Premier League, so they are calculated, they are multiplied by 2. Okay. So if Salah scores 30 goals, multiplied by 2.
You're going to have to score 60 goals before you can get it.
Then, while goals in the league 6 to 22 are multiplied by 1.5.
So he has to score 60 goals.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you that the equation is different.
I will not believe that because I don't know where you're reading that from. Anyone can create a site and just
check. Go on the internet and check.
I want official website.
The golden boot is look at it.
If it's not European official website, I don't buy it.
I mean, I don't want to mention any other thing, but
we'll look into that further and we'll come back to the family.
I mean,
to give them.
Okay. Anyway, we get to see what happened because I know that. Unless they are changing the rule recently, because I know that they've always ended it. I mean, the way it is. Once you are strong, you are strong. Once you are not strong, you're not strong. All right. Okay. Keep being there. Keep dropping your comments, irrespective of what you just saw now. I mean, it's just one of those things that can happen. All right. There. Yes, we're still there. I mean, keep picking our voice. All right. Big ups to Bobola doing that. Bobola, you got more comments there before we go to the matches today. I mean, tonight. Let's just talk about these matches. Start talking about, even though it's like they are settled, but let's talk about Real Betis and Fiorentina. I asked Daniel in the morning, who will he prefer to play? He says he prefers to play Fiorentina than to play Real Betis, right?
Yeah, definitely Fiorentina because I prefer because it's not a competition where I want to stress the guys and pick up injury ahead of the Club World Cup because I still have that one to also play for. So I don't want any tough sort of team.
Exactly. So there are comments here that they support my claim. Okay. There's Stardin Salah research support it on a verified source, and Jola Osho says it's true. They use league to rate.
We're talking about the golden boots.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, we'll wait till that time.
I've always known they use league to rate, but for teams
that play the
Champions League, like
you can't say that to them.
Victor Gyökeres is playing. They have more advantage.
Porto is not in the top 5 league.
Just give us an example.
I know.
They are not in
top 5 league is EPL, Serie A, Bundesliga.
But when you play in the Champions League
and La Liga,
we are talking about the European Golden Boots. Yeah.
And we're talking about an European team who played in the European competition. Why won't it matter if your team, Man United, can play in a European competition by winning FA Cup? I mean, look at the logic here.
I'm not going to say more.
No. You have to say more. Walk me around why winning a national league can give you a place in Europe. Why scoring a goal in a competition as European competition?
I would have to educate you today.
Educate me. I'm willing to learn. I'm very humble.
They are top 5 leagues.
Okay.
They are top leagues. Okay. You understand? And even if they go on to play in the Champions League,
yes,
it doesn't matter that.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That statement, it doesn't matter. You will now tell me why it matters that you win FA Cup and you are now playing in the Champions League.
The Norwegian League, all of these leagues, they play.
This is not Norwegian League. It's the Norwegian League playing in the Champions League. Team playing in the Champions League.
At something. There are other leagues like the likes of all these Astana.
This will not happen. He's going to win it if he has more goals.
The Norwegian League, they always play in European competition. It doesn't mean that they are in the top 5 leagues. And their goals, anybody that are going to... This guy scored 33 goals. I remember
wait for the time they were awarded.
Turkish guy, this Nigerian guy. What's his name? I'm trying to... The guy at Southampton, right? Polo Noachu. He scored up to 33 goals in the league.
And was he in the Champions League?
But he was not the European Golden Boot winner.
Was he in the Champions League? That's the question.
Alan scored more goals than him now.
He scored. No, I'm talking about in the league. Like he scored in order of their cup games and all of it. But in the league, he scored 33 goals. I don't think nobody scored up to that.
So you are comparing Belgian league to Sporting Lisbon, a Portuguese league, Sporting Lisbon, who plays in the Champions League. The guy has like 12 goals in the Champions League.
The likes of Club Brugge, didn't they play in the Champions League? They played.
And what I'm asking you, you've not answered. Give us an example, a case of where it has happened before that a guy who comes with a team in the Champions League and a very reputable team in the Champions League for that matter, will score 60 goals, and you'll be telling me you want to give it to a guy that scored 40 goals because he's playing in the Spanish La Liga and doesn't make it to even the Champions League.
Well, if that continues to happen, that will be injustice.
That's not going to happen. Let's see.
But let's see what's going to happen. For now, let's quickly look through Manchester United tonight. Of course, they've done the game in the first leg. Somebody said earlier today that, Finest, do you know it is possible for that thing to be upturned? And I say, how? As how?
No, we can say as how.
Is it possible?
But I won't put my money on Manchester United if I'm into gambling.
You will not put your money on Arsenal. You will not put your money on Manchester.
Because even himself will not try it.
What do you mean?
If you think you can put your money, put the money you've saved.
Wait, you mean you will not put your money
on this Manchester United that this game is gone? Let him do it now before the
What
game
are
is
you
gone
talking
now.
about?
At Old Trafford,
We are
this game,
talking about
You're talking about Old Trafford as if it's still a fort.
this game is done.
He knows.
Bobola, do you think this game? Wait,
I mean, they can't
Do you hear what he's
overturn. They
saying?
can't overturn Manchester United.
By how many goals? 5 goals?
3 goals. 3 goals is
are you
enough.
saying they can score 4 goals?
Finance. It doesn't take time. These guys can score 5 goals.
Which people?
This Bilbao team. I know they are missing their key players. But this Manchester United team is a dying club. What they've been enjoying in the Europa League is the fact that this is the
It's
only
a dying club, and they went to Atletico Bilbao's house and they defeated them 3 goals.
And was that a 10 against 11 against 11?
And you think they
They
will now
scored
come
before.
to?
They scored
They
before
scored
the
3
red
goals
card.
before the red card.
They scored 1 before
So
the
what
red
are
card.
you saying?
Okay, so red card helped.
You're going to be playing the 11 against 11 to the red card to help them
Okay,
a
it was
lot.
the red card that
It helped them a lot. They struggled to go past Lyon. They knew it. They were 3 minutes away from
But
getting
they
out of the
scored.
competition.
Manchester
But
United scored.
Listen, what I'm saying
before
is
the red card.
you can't be putting Man United above Tottenham in this competition.
So are you
No
saying
way.
Are you saying Tottenham? Will,
Tottenham will be the favourite, in my opinion, if they get to the final together.
You know what?
He knows it. What did you have over
James-
Tottenham?
James
You are-
Madison-
what do
James
you
Madison
have
is
over
not playing
Tottenham?
again.
You are scaling through. We are talking about a game right now.
I'm saying
Atletico
tonight's
Bilbao.
game. Tonight's game. Any United fan who is going all out is doing it because he is not putting anything inside. The moment the game starts and they score 1 goal, your heart is here.
I don't bet, but if I'm a football bet person, I'll put my
Why?
money
I
on
don't
it.
know how they bet.
Analyze the game. Why do you think they would defeat Manchester
Number
United?
one, you're
All right.
poor at Old Trafford. You've been poor very little.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know
Let's
that.
Number two, you are a team with no direction. You know that as well.
No
Number
direction.
three, your
What do
first
you-
win.
what
Let
do
me
you
now
mean?
say the number three. Your first win, away win, was due to the red card. You will never, even in your widest imagination, believe you will defeat.
Now
the-
let me
the-
let
the-
me let
the-
me let me now counter you. Right now in the Europa League, home away, Manchester United have not lost any game.
You know they've not
And,
lost.
and,
They've
you've
not
won-
lost.
and you and
They've
and
not lost any
and
game.
wait.
Do you remember that?
And
That they've not lost.
They've not lost any game, and they've been playing
one
home
of
and
the
away.
things, one of the things I don't believe. You know, I said about Arsenal too. One of the things I don't believe is invisible.
Okay.
You've not lost any game, and what does that mean?
That's the start before
Every
the
time,
game.
okay, every game you've not won, you've not lost. Did you win the game outrightly? You managed to scale through against
That
Lyon.
is- it
and so
doesn't
many games
matter.
like that. Most of these games he won in the 90th minute. Go and check how many games in the Europa League he won
The
in the
idea
90th
is
minute.
they've never lost a
The
game.
idea is that you are just a team who's
And
been
they've
playing
defeated-
rock and roll rugby until the final, and you're just there.
And the team
You cannot say exactly this is what you play. You are not a fine game, a fine team to watch. You know it. You don't play any football to say this is what we're going to enjoy tonight.
Wait, what I'm asking you is this. What I said now is, I believe that game is dusted.
I am saying as a football fan who's very experienced,
It's not dusted.
who's very honest, that if this game is over, Bilbao will be coming into this game resting their players. But this game is over. If this game is over, Man United will be feeding their second team today. But yet it's going to be feeding his strongest team because
they
the
have
coach.
they have to protect what they
No,
have
not
now.
because they know, because even the coach knows that all they've been doing, all this competition they are calling invisible there, they know that it's just from 1 to 10. It's not like they play the game, it's not like they enjoy the game, it's not like they dominate the game. Most of the wins they have is just one goal. How many 5 goals did you have? How many 4-3 did you have?
They now have
this is
3
the
nil.
biggest win they are having in the competition. 3 goals.
And which matters.
And it's a shock to them.
It matters.
And it matters.
It matters to them. That's why I'm saying they should not come and sound as if the game is over.
But as far as I'm concerned, the game is over.
I can agree with I won't agree with you, but it's okay on your side.
You won't agree with me, but it's okay on my
It's
side.
okay on your side, but the game is not over. If the game is over, but like, let's drop your phone here until 90 minutes.
Which phone?
His phone.
To do what?
I mean, if Man United if they end up losing this game, you get your
the
phone.
phone is useful to
See,
me.
some of their key players are injured.
And you see how you see the song he's singing now.
I know some of their key
Because
players.
normally you won't beat Bilbao in his right.
I'm just trying to give an analysis. You get some of their key players, the likes of Iñaki Williams,
Yeah, just like
Williams,
Arsenal.
all of these guys are injured. Vivian, Sanchez,
Imagine.
all of these guys are injured. So they are the key players.
I'm happy you're saying that.
What I said when Daniel came in is what this guy is saying here. He said that's Habib Muyiwa Tijani. He says, see life. Wearing Man United jersey and rooting negative things.
He's not rooting
for them.
negative thing. I actually purposely wear this jersey today. I said, let me wear it and let someone feel like, okay, I don't hate United. Like I said this morning, I just don't like them. I don't hate them. When this kid came out, I love it. I like this kid. I always admit something when it's good. The same thing I've done with Arsenal after the Real Madrid game. That was a good performance. Same way with Barcelona. But this Man United cannot come and sit down here and be telling me.
I think Jola Shari is agreeing with you. He says maybe Tottenham match, but not Man United match.
Okay.
I think reacting to what I said that the game is over as far as I'm concerned.
Well, let's see. And I hope tomorrow I won't be the only one.
Habib Muyiwa Tijani, okay, you're dropping Okay, dropping account number. Have you dropped
the screenshot?
You've not dropped the screenshot. Now we need to be sure. Tohi Balogun Kokobi says the European Golden Boot Award doesn't simply give all league scorers the same point. Instead, it uses a weighted point system to favor players in stronger leagues. Here's how it works. Okay, and he said in case of a, I'm trying to get the how he dropped.
Do you know the strongest league this
dropped
season is the Portuguese league?
He dropped plenty.
It's the most competitive league right now. Go and check the table.
Wait, let me read what he said. He said here is how it works. Top 5 leagues. Players in the top ranked leagues, currently Germany, Spain, England, Italy, and France get 2 points per goal. Say leagues 6 to 22. Did you read this comment before?
No.
Okay. It says players in leagues ranked 6 to 22 get 1.5 points per goal. Lower ranked leagues, players in leagues ranked below 22 get 1 point per goal. He said this system allows the players in more competitive leagues to have an edge even if they score fewer goals than players in weaker leagues. In case of a tie, the award goes to the player with the least minutes played, then the player with more league assists, and finally the player who scored fewer penalties.
I would say, and if we're talking about the most competitive league, because I had the word competitive league, the most competitive this season is the Portuguese league. Go check the table. All tied on points.
That's Benfica and Sporting Lisbon.
Sporting Lisbon.
But
Don't ever spell that. Don't ever say it doesn't matter.
League,
you're about to say it again.
We are talking about
matter.
the top 5 league.
Well, how did you rate a top 5 league?
You can't sit here and teach UEFA.
No. They don't have and did you know they don't have a permanent top 5 league?
He's trying to criticize.
They don't have a permanent top 5 league. They review this week, season in, season out.
The top 5 league right now is England.
Spain, at the end of the season it will be reviewed.
No, for now the top 5 leagues.
Yes,
that is it.
England,
but
Germany,
it's not.
Spain,
That's what I'm saying. That it's not permanent. Every season in and out they review it. Now our league is not even the number 1 on the table now. The Premier League, the one we all love, because you see the Premier League ended 4 games ago. La Liga is still open. Listen. But the league you are condemning, you can
just say it's competitive. It's a top league. That's what I'm saying.
Well, now
right now, they gave England
the game football is competition.
Because
if a league is just because it's televised, you get more coverage, and it's not competitive, it doesn't make it the best. Okay, competition is the first criteria.
Wait, hold on. Nureni Farouk says Tohi Balogun Kokobi, Idon enemy of Arsenal. Oh, you two they listen to Melody FM? I'm surprised. Why are you surprised? Is there anybody that doesn't listen to Melody FM? Jolasho Aria is saying, I love the argument. Yeah, that's why you need to go. Jolasho Aria, have you seen the gladiators on YouTube? Yeah. Since you love arguments, go to YouTube and see the argument that
Please go and look at go and look at the Portuguese table. 78 points. Look at the goals difference. Almost tied. You want to tell me you want to put this over some leagues that finished 3 games? French League 1 finished 2 games ago. Premier League 3 games ago. And you're telling me this league, it seems that played in the Champions League.
Stanley Salah says, Tohi Balogun Kokobi Alpha. Jola Sharia says, you are united with Jesse. They are all talking about you. You're wearing their jersey, yet you are dropping. I said dropping screenshots where for someone that doesn't have WhatsApp on his phone. He doesn't have WhatsApp. How did you know that? John Rose says, good evening, watching you from Lagos, Ikeja. I thought there will be prediction. Prediction for matches that I believe I've already done. Is it the Tottenham game you want to predict? Is it the Man U game? Is it the Chelsea? All these games, as far as I'm concerned, even though Daniel is not agreeing with me.
I mean, no Chelsea fan will
I believe these games are dusted. The only game tonight is the Real Betis.
I mean, we have just seen enough in football.
Fiorentina game.
Yeah, that's the only tough game for me.
Yeah, you also believe that. That's the only game. That's the only game I want to see.
I'll still not be a United fan comfortable watching this game because they know. Deep down,
they know
they don't have a reliable team. They've thrown away 2 goals.
Stop wearing their jersey now.
I mean, I wear it to mock them.
How can you be wearing it to mock them? You cannot wear what you don't like.
I'll be wearing if I can afford what I don't like.
You can afford what you don't like.
I can afford it because it's so cheap.
Bola, how do you cope with this guy?
It's so cheap. Because of what they are going through, they made the jersey very cheap, so fans can afford it.
Okay, their jersey is cheap.
Very cheap. So I have to pull out the sponsor and just keep the logo. I have to
remove the sponsor.
I remove the sponsor because I won't be promoting anything for my.
You should be charged now. How can you go and reform their?
I paid them for the jersey. So
you did what?
Bobola won't say the same because he can't wear the jersey.
This is not even
Bobola. I've never seen
a current Manchester United.
Yeah, this was last season.
This was last season. This is not.
Bobola, I've not seen you with.
He can.
Man U jersey.
It's not just the time.
Most of the times, yeah, I like to wear Nigerian jerseys because I mean,
well, he said it that you are not proud to wear Man U jersey at this time.
No. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I would get one very soon. But
you don't even have one.
Yeah, but I have a Nigerian jersey, which is Nigeria. Nigeria is number 1 first. Yeah.
Wow. Plenty comment. I mean, let's wrap up with the comment, Bobola. Plenty comment. I mean, we have close to we have about 62 comments right there. We've read a whole lot of them. Those that just came in. In the meantime, yes, talking about the leagues that are rounding up little by little, and of course, we said we were going to do something concerning the tables and all that, but I felt we'll have enough time on Saturday to do that.
Yeah.
Because if you started it this evening, we wouldn't have been able to finish. Because we have to analyze it, how the table is, team by team, table by table. So what we're going to be doing on the Complete Sport on Saturday, we look at the Nigerian League, the possibility. Some of the teams that are there, the teams that can still drop, teams that can still finish this one. Because why I'm bringing this up is, someone said to me, because after the show yesterday, when I said Shooting Stars, there's nothing again. He said, what if Shooting Stars win the remaining 2 games? What will happen? So that's why we will analyze the table for you. Even the EPL table, we already have a winner. But where the competition is now is qualifying for Europe.
Yeah.
Where you have Chelsea, you have Newcastle, you have even Aston Villa, you have Nottingham Forest, you have... Okay, yeah, you have brought Arsenal in.
Arsenal is not. I didn't bring them in. The numbers brought them in.
Okay, the numbers brought them in. Manchester City. Anyway, so we'll look at that and join us on Complete Sport. Of course, we also have enough to predict on that Saturday. But before Saturday, we'll see have tomorrow. So don't think there won't be tomorrow. All right?
I mean, there are no new comments, but I think we have just a few.
Yeah,
right
the few
here.
ones. I've read almost all of them.
Yeah.
But the few ones that made it.
The Jola Oshario says, let's wait till weekend. And Abib Muyewa Tijani says, I don't have WhatsApp on my phone. Then Kendi Oluwasegun says, Kokobi, you that we are listening to is listening to Melody FM.
It's all good. No problem.
It's good. I mean,
it's good. But you say you don't have WhatsApp. You cannot do screenshots even if you don't have WhatsApp.
Just find a way to get.
I mean, just
use somebody's WhatsApp to.
I mean, just do screenshots and.
We have to apply the VAR rule here.
Because I mean, immediately, I mean, what I always ask my guys every day is
to check.
Do you have winners? That's the first thing I ask them, and they always take their time to check. I mean, I trust Bobola for that. Every night it goes around. I mean, Daniel also does the same. He looks at it, and that's why Bobola is looking like someone that has been fasting. And Daniel is saying he's abusing him here because he checks thoroughly. So when you now say you won, we need to verify. You know, giving you the money is not the issue, but to verify. You know, because it's highly needed before somebody will say we are being partial. That's what we do. All right, thank you for tuning in. But before we go on the show this evening, all right, let's have the 4 games, possible predictions.
Okay, for Bodo Glimt, Tottenham, for me, I think it's going to end in a draw. And
Tottenham, goalless draw or score draw?
1-1.
Okay.
For me, and Tottenham will eventually qualify. Manchester United will defeat Atletico Bilbao 2-0. 5-0 on aggregate.
Okay, Man U will still win, right?
Yeah.
To now be whopping 5-0.
5-0, yeah.
That'll be the highest this season in Europa now.
Yeah,
on both legs.
I'm a dreamer.
Hey. He said he's over.
Fiorentina, Real Betis. I think Real Betis will qualify. So the score for me is going to end in a 2-1. That's Real Betis winning Fiorentina.
Real Betis 2, Fiorentina 1, right?
Just like the first leg.
The first leg,
and
so it will be 4-2.
Just keep the Chelsea.
And Chelsea would win 2-0. At the end of the
I like you, Jare. Unlike Daniel. Daniel will never have said similar thing.
No, it's just been honest. Man United and Bilbao, I don't see a win.
You don't see a win for who?
For Manchester United.
But you see a qualification for them?
I don't see a win. That's what I would say.
You don't see a win?
I'll say, when I say qualification, they already like, you already said you qualified. It's hard to just say qualification, but eventually, they are going to qualify. 3 goals is hard to overturn, of course, on their stadium. And for Bodo Glimt, Tottenham, I'll put Bodo Glimt over this. The game might go into extra time, maybe before Tottenham. Or
okay, he said he has sent the screenshot. to the WhatsApp number.
Okay, we'll check it after the show.
So most definitely. Thank you for doing that.
And of course, Real Betis will repeat the win again against over Fiorentina. And Chelsea, of course, I know my team. Even if we feed the second team, we still win with like 3-4 goals. That's what we do.
Okay, of course, okay, it's Victor Remu, thank you so much. Coco B, thank you so much. Everyone is just reacting to Coco B. I mean, I like him enjoying now. I mean, we are forgetter in this game. Yeah, we listen to each other no matter what it is. No enmity in this. I mean, that's what it is. Okay, so guys, let's check. Where is Nick? Let's confirm the WhatsApp that he's talking about, so that the screenshot he's talking about. Can you get it, Daniel?
Okay, let me check.
Can you get it? So that we can quickly, because he we just get him the money. Get him the money quickly. Giving you the money is not an issue. It's not an issue at all. So we'll get you the money. All right. So don't worry about it. I will definitely get that for you. Okay. So you've not given your prediction now.
Yeah, I said Man United will draw, so they'll get through.
It's called draw.
Yeah, but Glimt will, of course.
So you finally said all this noise you've been making, you finally believe Man U. When I told you the match, I thought it was done and
I just don't want people to go believing that Man United can,
But when I said it was done and dusted, you screamed.
Even till now, I'm just picking the draw, but I won't put anything on it. I won't gamble on it because we know them. Right. Chelsea will win, of course. That's my team.
Your ally is too
That's
much.
what we do. Even if we feed the top tier team, we'll still win 3 goals or so. And of course,
if Chelsea doesn't win this competition, it will be a disgrace.
We don't care. Any Chelsea fan who's got the kind of ego we've got, we don't care about the Conference League. People are saying it will be a perfect set, but then she doesn't make a perfect set by going to play in the Conference League. We want the perfect set when we have more 5 Champions League, 6 Champions League. Madrid will never come to Conference League and say, I want to complete my set. Set is not complete by winning, this kind of competition.
Okay, have you seen it? Have you continued to go back?
Yet.
Okay, don't worry. We'll confirm it. Thank you for sending the screenshot. We'll definitely confirm it for you, and you will get your money. All right. Thank you so much for watching the show, watching us live. The show continues. We go straight to entertainment after the sports. We do entertainment and music. That's how we do. And after entertainment, we do what's trending in Nigeria and even beyond before we get to class and learn something. And learn something again. What are we learning tonight again? At the other side of the show. But before we go, let's give shout out to our girl. Yes, I say our girl because Victoria Omoumi Adeniji again. Happy birthday to you. Of course, that's Daniel's darling. So we have to do this again for Vic. I hope if she's listening. If she's not listening, happy birthday once again.
She got the video.
Okay, she did?
She got the video.
Oh, you have to dig that?
You have to do that.
Wow.
I try to, use a tactical something. You know what the economy is saying. If you can't afford the dough, you can afford the...
So you did that? Wow.
So thank you so much, Melody FM.
It's all good. Well, big ups to you, man. Big ups to my guys, of course, Bobola, and of course, Daniel. Big ups to Nika as well. And of course, to Mr. Panotono. Yes, talking about Amos 33. Yeah, we're not wrapping up the show yet. It's just the sports segment. We're wrapping up this evening. Yes, keep it locked. Don't move a muscle. It is Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest. After the time check, more to come. All right? Bobola, thanks for coming through.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you're doing like it's like this guy is knocking you out.
No. I mean, one thing about Daniel is Daniel makes the loudest noise.
Okay,
his analysis.
Noisy neighbor. You say that?
His analysis are not always on point.
But what you were here yesterday saying Arsenal were going to win. You were here yesterday saying Arsenal were going to win. Where are all your predictions?
These my guys. Anyway, the guys are listening to you everywhere. They are enjoying you, so I like that.
Thank you so much for loving it.
That's what it is.
This is just the beginning. So get to the time on this show when I'm going to actually put him where he belongs.
So go to YouTube and see the Gladiators. I go and enjoy what we did on the Gladiators. I mean, it's still there, and the views continue. Thank you so much. Keep it locked right here.
One of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7.
from Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 7 p.m.
Reset one of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7.
What's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you?
See, the difference with me, when I do what I do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it like I'm doing it for TV.
DJ Pretty, one DJ that I'll just listen to.
What's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you?
See, the difference with me, when I do what I do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it like I'm doing it for TV.
DJ Pretty, one DJ that I'll just listen to.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Your apology, just let me be, just let me free. Give me a little space, step back, let me breathe. Yeah, you the cold shoulder, I really hope you free. Until you burn, almost had me in Burberry. Turn you to a brother, ain't trying to get married. Wanna trap me, cause the money unheard. Burn you to a god that I'm not soon buried. This shit piss me off, you're too suspicious. Too ridiculous, love ambiguous. Now we broken up, and I can fix you up. Way past giving up. Your face twisted up, because I can't pick up. Said I broke your heart, said I damaged your heart. Tryna make me the bad guy. Miss my one touch. Goodbye. Say one more. Too much. Say one more. X. Say one more. Yes. And now you miss my one touch. Hello. Say one more. Too much. Say one more. Next. Say one more. Oh baby please, oh baby please. You know say me I know like bad energy. Oh baby please. You so picky and I noticed it. And I saw more bomb on I give me my love trigger me. I know they like to the phone gangsta, but the girls where I love but don't balance me. It's a load they don't need the way, but we let throw away. Carry your load to go save way. One pretty girl, too many problems. I need many girls, make money solve them. Free petty girl, I'm 10 over 10, I don't care, they worry them. Yeah. Let me take back elements. Party me jack, I love flex. Yeah. Goodbye. Say one more. Too much. Say one more. X. Say one more. And now you miss my one touch. Hello. Say one more. Too much. Say one more. Next. Say one more.
You don't come my white teeth to color. You don't finish my money, Lola. Now you leave me on. Oh, I better. You don't drop my eye. You don't drop my guy too. You don't drop my guy too. Oh, I better. You don't chop my, you don't chop my guy too. You don't chop my guy too. Treated you like my baby, spending all of my money on top this yacht. But you get the allergy, sugar daddy, get you body, it's too mad. Make I no die, so I no try. Come on, my mind. I know I try this love again now. Once again when I feel this pain now, mess my brain now, no say pain now, make I let it down. Go a better, you don't chop my, you don't chop my guy too, you don't chop my guy too. Go a better, you don't chop my, you don't chop my guy too, you don't chop my guy too.
emotional. Busting my medulla. Chatting on Instagram, IG. You say we could see later. I call you, but you know, call me back, mama. I remember my class teacher, but right now I'm doing love. I see the let's party now. Photos for the girls we serving now. You know I pay. If you don't get there, no go stay. When you go out, go out till late. See my vibe, call it trap again. Everybody go quiet.
Most definitely. Still Melody 100.7 FM. Can't get it anywhere. It's the beat vibe. Well, you guys have given me a name that I abandoned so many years ago. The King of Vibes. I think that's Standing Salah right there. Yeah, Standing Salah. I think that's it. That's what he always says. He said, Definest is the King of Vibes. Do you know that name? I remember when I was in Abuja, that was the name I used to be called then. And then when you used to go to clubs to play, you know, when we were mobile DJs at that time, we were still much more younger than this. Oh, Definest, the King of Vibes, you know. So that was the very first day I saw that name. I think it was Standing Salah that said it, a King of Vibes. I was like, wow. They reminded me of the early 2000s. From Abuja to Owerri, you know, to everywhere. But we thank God we're still living, we're still right here. That was Vibes Incorporated right there. The more years alongside Sheyi Vibes, they're doing Instagram. I love that song so much. Beautiful song. Moyami surely gave me the baby. Yes, I always give you the baby, man. That's what it is. That's an assurance I give you every time I come on the radio, because I come correct. And I represent like no other. You know how it is. Kicking it back and forth like Bruce Lee on the radio. And let's go to entertainment segment of the show now, where I bring you what's popping and what's happening in the very exciting world of entertainment. Now, you know one thing about this show, why I always make it sport, entertainment, then very few trending stories in Nigeria. Because in Nigeria, this our Nigeria nowadays, it's always very, very difficult to get good news again. Every day, the economy is hard. They have killed people in Nasarawa, in Benue, in Plateau, every day. And you know all this kind of news will take your minds away from such news. I beg. Those kind of news can get you, can make your head to go nuts. So that's why we bring you sports. And we talk about sports, we make you happy. We talk about entertainment, we play you beautiful tunes. And that's why you can never hear on Melody FM all those news that is very common in Ibadan. On different radio stations, all those hard news, all those ones that one father has impregnated all his 3 daughters. One man has killed his neighbor. He has cut his head. Yeah, they had the accident. 50 people died. In all those news, they have different names they call them. I'm not saying the station are doing it are not, is what they chose to do. But we came here with a mandate. Take their minds off those rigors and all those terrible news. Bring their minds. Let them love themselves, because it's like the society is losing it. If the government is not treating us well, then let's try to treat ourselves well as humans. You know what I mean? And that is why we bring you all those news, entertainment, sports, soft news, not too hard news. That's what we do right here. That's our forte. Melody 100.7 FM. Now let's talk about something now. Let's talk about something in entertainment. Let's begin with Odumodu Black. Odumodu Black. His name is Tochukwu Ojogo, but you know him better as Odumodu Black. He has addressed the misogyny allegations against him. He faced accusations of misogyny after stating in a verse from his 2023 collaboration hit with Charlie Poppy cast that some women may be unable to afford wigs and designer underbags without sleeping with men. Now, in a recent interview, Odumodu downplayed the allegations, describing it as a fake. He argued that he has been more supportive of female artists than any of his colleagues in the past year. That's according to him. Because women have been saying they've been castigating him. Okay. Well, no matter what it is, we keep going on and going on and going on with the Modu block right there. All right, let's talk about the controversy. Mercy Chinwo, and of course, his former manager, Easy T. The Lagos State Zonal Directorate 1 of the EFCC yesterday arraigned the popular music promoter Ezekiel Onyedika Chukwu, thank God, known as Easy T, before Justice Chukwu Jeku Aneke of the Federal High Court in Lagos. Now, thank God, alongside his company, Easy T Global Concept Limited, is facing a refined 7-count amended charges bordering on alleged foreign exchange violations and money laundering amounting to $397,106. And this case, which initially commenced before Justice Oweye of the Federal High Court in Ikoyi, was reassigned to Justice Aneke for further proceedings. So the situation, the matter is still there, as ECT has pleaded not guilty to the charges when they were read to him. Now, following the plea, prosecuting counsel BQ's Buhari Bala requested the court to fix a date for trial and urged that the defendant be remanded in a correctional center. However, defense counsel Chikozulu Ojuku appealed to the court to grant his client bail on the most liberal terms and to permit him to remain in his custody pending trial. Buhari Bala informed the court that the prosecution had filed a 16-paragraph counter affidavit sworn by EFCC investigation. So the matter is still in court now between Easy T and Mercy Chinwo. I know these two happen to be, in fact, Easy T is my boy. If I say my boy, his very first single, his very first artist, even before Mercy Chinwo, were promoted by me when I was in the East. You remember? Easy T was live on Sounds and Raps some time ago. That was in early January, if you remember. Those of you who follow Sounds and Raps very well. But I've decided not to be talking about the case again or bringing anybody on, because any matter that is in court, you just allow it to be. You allow it to be, okay? So I'm allowing the case to be now. Otherwise, if I want Easy T every day to be have his side of the story, you definitely. You know, I brought Mercy Chinwo a week before I brought Easy T on Sounds and Raps on Sunday. But for now, let me allow the case because it's in court already. But we'll be following the case because the case matters to me, because these two people I give Mercy Chinwo her very first on-air play. Mercy Chinwo, I was the first ever radio personality that played Mercy Chinwo's song, because ECT brought her to me even before she became the Mercy Chinwo that the world know today. We thank God for the grace, some of the things we have done on the ground. Let's move from there now. Let's talk about something else now, and it's about the very dark man. Femi Falana has reportedly contacted EFCC to demand the release of some of the documents relating to a very dark man. Of course, you know, a very dark man was released last night. But there are things that we, according to him, that they still have with them, belonging to a very dark man. But so Falana is saying, release them A very dark man has also stated his own side on the reason he was arrested by the EFCC. You know, he was detained, and his detention sparked widespread reactions across the country, as many of his fans and even celebrities had to stage as a protest. Eventually, he was released. And speaking after his release, Very Dark Man disclosed that the authorities suspected him of involvement in money laundering. Now, expressing his disbelief and his surprise at the allegations, he stated in a viral video circulating that he does not possess the kind of wealth that would justify such suspicions. He said, I don't get money now. And why do they think I have so much money? Okay, that's according to him. They're talking about a very dark man. All right? Let me see if I can just bring his voice. Talking about a very dark man's voice. Because right now he's even saying he doesn't have enough money again. He's asking even Deji Adeyanju, his lawyer, to help him out with, to start his life with $3,000. That's what he's saying. All right. So let's see if you can just bring his voice so you hear very dark man how what he said after he was released. Talking about a very dark man. Let's check it out.
How do we put money laundry for person when don't get money?
You don't launder your own money now. Who broke you? Not criminal now.
I don't to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course, and you know what we do. We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by strategy, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts.
So you heard him right there. That's a very dark man there. So asking DG, his lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, to get him $3,000 to start afresh. Okay? That's what he's saying right there. Okay, let's move on to some other things. Still entertainment on the show. Wow, time is moving. Now let's look through some other things on the show. All right, I want to talk about Tiwa Savage. Yes. But before I talk about Tiwa Savage, let me quickly talk about Tolibian. Yes, you remember Tolibian, right? The one that made wave during Ramadan. Lost on Ramadani, okay. He has opened up about battling depression after the buzz around his song, Ramadan, faded. He said the buzz had faded. And at the point, he actually faced depression. You know, Ramadan became a social media sensation during the fasting from February to March. The social media buzz led to famous rapper Odumodu Black doing a remix of the song with Tolibian, which they call Ramadan Kareem. Now, Tolibian revealed that he fell into depression after the short-lived success of the song. Very short-lived, I tell you. You remember the song was even on the chart. It was moving up to number 1. It spent only 3 weeks on our chart and went away. That song will be the song that has spent the shortest period on the Sounds and Raps Top 10 countdown. So the singer said he believes that the song will still trend during the next Ramadan, describing it as evergreen. Okay? So he promised to keep trying until he gets his next hit. Okay? Let him keep trying. Tolibian right there. Lost on Ramadan. That's my girl Nike's best song. I've never known Nike to like any song, but Nike has so much love for that song. Lost on Ramadan. Now, veteran Hollywood actor Tito Harrison has opened up about his battle with liver condition and ulcer, which left him bedridden and financially drained. Harrison disclosed that he had to sell his house, cars, and belongings to cover medical expenses, eventually moving in with his mother-in-law, due to financial difficulties. Wow. The veteran movie star emphasized that his darkest moment of his life, the one person who stood by him was his wife. And he described her as his greatest blessing, recalling how she remained by his side even when others abandoned him. That's why it's good to have good friends, good partners around you. I'll tell you. Now let's talk about Tiwa Savage right now. Because Tiwa Savage seems to be in love again, and this love is beyond the shores of Nigeria. This one has taken Tiwa out of Nigeria. I'm talking about this kind of love that has taken you beyond the shores of your country. And it's about Usher Raymond. You know Usher Raymond, right? The American superstar. The one that they felt will replace Michael Jackson. At the point they were even comparing him with Michael Jackson as the greatest dancer. So now Tiwa Savage and Usher Raymond have sparked relationship rumors after the duo were captured doing the 30 seconds challenge in London recently. Usher brought Tiwa Savage out as a surprise guest at his past, present, future tour stop at London O2's Arena on Wednesday night. That was yesterday, and the crowd went wild as he joined Savage to perform a hit song, Somebody's Son. Yeah, remember that song, right? Somebody's Son? So that was the song Tiwa Savage performed yesterday at that event. Now, talking about what happened there, at the after party, the duo were captured during the 30 seconds challenge, a clip of which has now gone viral. Now, Usher Raymond challenged Tiwa Savage to freestyle for 30 seconds, and during her freestyle, she mentioned that he loves her. You know what I'm saying? She mentioned that he loves her, talking about Raymond loving her. Because the sparked relationship speculation is already buzzing everywhere. The viral clip elicited heavy reactions, with fans speculating that the duo were an item. Of course, Usher first brought out Tiwa Savage to perform with him on stage during his headline performance at the Global Citizen Festival in Accra, Ghana in the year 2022. However, the duo has yet to officially confirm whether they are dating or not. But one thing is, people have been talking, and maybe something is cooking. Maybe something is cooking between these two. But no matter what the situation is, you know, we always keep you posted. If it happens to be, let's just be watching. Let's be watching what's going on. All right, let's move away from there. Let's just leave it there. Let's leave the entertainment segment there. We've done enough. All right. Now let's quickly go back to the deck right now. Let's drop some vibes for you from Tiwa Savage. I'm talking about Tiwa Savage right here. The one, some people will tell you that she's looking for relevance. I don't know about that. All I know is Mama is just catching fun. Here is Tiwa Savage alongside Craig Davids. And this one is titled Commitment. Right here. Melody 100.7. The finest is here. When I return, I'll take you through trending stories all around.
Every time I tell the truth, you don't believe it. Don't tell me I don't know about commitment. When I was the only one to show you different. It don't be the same no more. I can see, you can see, it don't be that way no more. You're running around like you don't have feelings anymore. It's cool if you well know that if you leave,
and say no more, no more, no more. Cause when you go left, I just go right. But you still want it all night. We just play chess when we collide. Think it's right about time I show you. No, yeah. Every time I tell the truth, you don't believe it. Yeah. Don't tell me I don't know about commitment. Yeah. When I was the only one to show. I'm grown, I'm good when I'm on my own. I'm making money, yeah, I be on the phone. All the stone, yeah, I've been in the cold, you know. They told me that we would never fold. Sexy elegance, always in control. They told me when we met, we should go with the flow. It's cool, you know my phone blowing up. I ain't showing up. I show you vibes, you cannot see it. Every time I tell the truth, you don't believe it. Don't tell me I don't know about commitment. When I was the only one to show you different. Bitches don't get it twisted. Done the right things when right time can make decisions. Every time you say that I'm missing, don't receive it. Every time we speak, I want you to do the Tell me where you day, last Saturday. I go meet you there, cause I miss you every day. Call me any day, I'll be on my way. I'm one call away, no matter this is. Yeah, I no show, keep my action. Don't need too much, I love you with passion. Jessica, Jennifer, family last shot. I will soon be like no more fornication. You don't know, baby, pass up. Girl, I want some. I said, now you, only you, I want the sanction. Yeah, I'm all yakba for my catalog, but now only you, what I want for my mansion. Girl, I'm not here to they confuse you. Girl, I'm only here to they convince you that I love and I need and I miss you. Me, I love your body and your melanin. Follow me, go, give me ginger, take me high when my energy low. I never love you, finish, oh. Don't leave me, oh, Roma. Baby, let me take you to Ibiza. Let me put a ring around your finger. If you make the memory to linger, I will give you anything you want. If I go there and I go gallant, I no go fear. You do me too bad, but I don't care. I mean my feelings and I just want to make you know. Tell me where you day, last Saturday. I go meet you there, cause I miss you every day. Call me any day, I'll be on my way. I'm one call away, no matter this is. Girl, I'm no show, keep my action. Don't need too much, I love you with passion. Jessica, Jennifer, family last shot. I will soon be like no more fornication. You don't know, baby, pass up. Girl, I want some. I said, now you, only you, I want the sanction. Yeah, I'm all yakba for my catalog, when I only you, what I want for my mansion.
in my day, yeah. On my way, no, but you carry my weight for me. Oh, I can say no when you look back at me. You're the only one I've been waiting for, cause you carry my pain, baby. Here again, no, when I'm down on my knees. Got me singing, wombolo boma, wombolo boma, wombolo boma, eh. Nah, see you they boss my wombolo boma, eh. You they knock me off my feet like Ali boma, eh. Wombolo boma, wombolo boma, wombolo boma, eh. You know they bought my hand and they let it die.
Definitely. That's what I like to do. Yeah, give you some action that will bust your brain. Of course, that's what the song was saying in that song. Talking about King Mahdi. Yeah, one of the ones voted as a new artist for the year 2024, and they just concluded Headies Awards 2025. Although she didn't win, she's still representing as one of the very best new artists in the land. King Mahdi, right here, representing. Young lady doing very well. And that's what it is. Okay, quickly, let's look through some of the other things that are trending after sports, after entertainment, and after is to bring you after music. And when I'm done with this, I'll give you the fastest finger. We have 3 different airtime recharge for you tonight. Yeah, the thing that is breaking right now, as I said earlier, what is trending in Nigeria, especially amongst the Catholic community, is the Catholic Church electing a new leader, a new pope, Cardinal Robert Provost, an American-born cleric and seasoned Vatican official who was elected earlier ago, and his name will now be Leo, Pope Leo the 14th. Pope Leo the 14th, whose appointment was made known a while ago from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, following the traditional white smoke signaling the successful conclusion of the papal conclave. Provost 69 becomes the first American, 69-year-old becomes the first American pope in the church's 2,000-year history, marking a significant movement for Catholics in the United States and around the world. Because all the years it's been from almost Latin America, but this one is the first United States pope, and he's now succeeding Pope Francis, who died on Easter Monday, April 21, at the age of 88. Now let me tell you a little bit about Leo Pope. Pope Leo XIV is a native of Chicago, Illinois. That is the home state of President Barack Obama, Chicago, Illinois. He is a member of the Order of St. Augustine and is widely respected for his quiet but firm leadership style, deep theological grounding, and global pastoral experience. In 2023, he was appointed prefect of the dicastery for bishops, overseeing the selection and supervision of bishops around the world. So we wish him the very best. Talking about Pope Leo the 14th. Pope Leo the 14th, may his reign bring peace to the Catholic community and the world at large. Now let's talk about, some time ago, well, not too long ago, I discussed something on People's Assembly. Is Nigeria not turning into a one-party state? I think the indications are coming little by little, because right about now, I can confirm to you that the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, has officially adopted President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as its candidate for the 2027 presidential election, where in 2025, they have started adopting presidential election for 2027. According to Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State, the announcement was made in Awka today, and he claimed that APGA and the APC will work together during the election, as both parties share a common belief in progressivism. The announcement was made at the Alex Ekweme Square in Awka during the president's working visit to the state. According to Soludo, progressives are working together. That's what Soludo said. So ABGA, APC, they are together in the year 2027 election. That's the situation. Yesterday, I gave you a whole lot of update concerning Nnamdi Kanu. You know, he was in court yesterday, and I gave you some of the things that we arrived at in court yesterday. So let me quickly tell you that some other things are also representing today when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu as a prosecuting witness and an operative of the DSS has disclosed that broadcast made by Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, led to the death of former aide to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, Ahmed Gulak, and a military couple. The prosecuting witness disclosed this while testifying before Justice James Omotosho, led Federal High Court in Abuja as part of the ongoing trial between the Nigerian government and Kanu. The government had arraigned Kanu for charges bordering on terrorism. Now, the DSS operative who was part of the team that investigated Kanu following petition by the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, said the broadcast by the IPOB leader also led to the killing of a retired judge, Justice Stanley Nnaji, and an intending military couple, Sergeant Audu Lucas and Private Glory Matthew. He said the IPOB leader, in one of his broadcasts, ordered his followers to enforce a sit-at-home in all southeastern states, and as a result, many people who went out of their houses on that day were killed. The DSS operative said the investigation revealed that Sergeant Lucas and Private Matthew were not only killed by those who were enforcing Kanu's sit-at-home order, but they were also beheaded. And he also disclosed that revelations from the investigation showed that before killing Gulak, those enforcing the sit-at-home directive by Kanu blamed him for coming out on a day their leader asked people not to go out of their homes. He added that from their investigation, they found out that Kanu founded IPOB and ESN, which is the armed wing of IPOB, and that he was the leader of both groups. So that is the situation concerning Nnamdi Kanu. More revelations they are bringing out concerning Nnamdi Kanu. Can they be true? Can they be false? Only time will tell. We continue to follow this case and we'll see where it's going to end. All right, that's the way it is. It's the Cruise Show, Melody 100.7 FM. Let me not waste too much time on this one. Let me quickly go back to the day. When I return after this short breather, that I'll be taking you through the class. And of course, but before then, I'll bring you fastest finger. If your fingers are fast, you know how to load cards. I'm bringing 3 for you from different networks. Let's do it like this. I'll be back.
Find me, come my house. EFCC spray my house. Agencies on top the matter. Waiting this up, what's the matter? When I shoot to where you there, they say na skitty, call and roll out. Whatever you like, you say. I know the street, I get the handout. I see they go, now only God me I get, I know. I see they go, now only God will deliver me. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No close eyes if you dey loyal. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No deaf ears if you dey loyal. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. They fear on you if you dey loyal. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No fumble to dey loyal. For this game we get the hierarchy. Omodo fit on to monarchy. Keep your front if you no loyal to me. Daddy over him they run up for me. This thing called the loyalty. All my friends be like brother to me. No go they try cut corners for me. All Madrid, you know, be honest to me. I see they go, now only God me I get, I know. I see they go, now only God will deliver me. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No close
eyes if you dey loyal, oh. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No dey fears if you dey loyal, oh. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. They fear on you if you dey loyal, oh. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No fumble to dey loyal, oh. No close eyes if you dey loyal, oh. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No dey fears if you dey loyal, oh. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. They fear on you if you dey loyal, oh. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. No fumble to dey loyal, oh.
It's true. Don't fumble, don't fumble, don't fumble. No matter how loyal you are, make sure you're doing the right thing. Yes. The finance is still here, and of course, almost hitting crescendo now on the show. Well, let's bring you some recharge. Of course, if your fingers are fast, let's bring you some airtime. If you know how to do this, you know how to do. I mean, Sports Marshal was giving a hint last week on how to do this. If you already know how to do it, let's go about it. Let's do it quickly. The first one, let's do the Lemon Network. If you know what I mean by Lemon Network, this is for you. If you're seeing me online, you see, yes, this is it. This is the card. It's not a scam. Okay, let's do it. Five, 3, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 4, 5, 5, 8, 8, 3, 7. That's for the Lemon Network. Let me call it again. I know somebody would have gotten it already. 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 4, 5, 5, 8, 8, 3, 7. For the Lemon Network. For the Yellow Network. If you're watching me online, you see it. I'm throwing it in the air. For the Yellow Network, this is the digit. 53, 54, 40, 01, 23, 02, 60753. That's for the Yellow Network. Do I need to call it again? Maybe I should call it again just in case, but I know someone has gotten it. There's no need, someone has gotten it. I know. Let's go to the Red Network now, quickly. Red Network, before we get into class and learn something before I begin to go. For the Red Network, 59, 88, 66, 78, 90, 60, 42, 96 for the Red Network. So that's how it is. That's why it's been tonight. Tomorrow we do another one. Thursday, Friday now. We're going to be doing the fastest finger every Thursday, Friday. I will also be giving you some other things when I come tomorrow on the Friday giveaways. This is how we roll every time on the show. The cruise show right here. Let's go to class now quickly and learn a word. What are we learning tonight? Let's do this quickly. Let's do this. Where are my students? Are you in class? So let's learn another word tonight. Thank you for all the good things you're saying concerning this segment in particular. I do not take them for granted. I appreciate it. I might not be calling your names. Yes. for the messages you send every time. I might not be calling your names, but just know that you're appreciated. That's for Shizu Manizo. I appreciate you. All right? All right. Where are we going tonight? Another word that we're using tonight is this one right here. Let's go to OF. TEN. Simple word. Simple word, but mostly wrongly used by some people who always have a very crazy argument. And I always laugh when they have such arguments. OFTEN. You find some people pronouncing it as often. Often. But I will tell you tonight that the T is silent. If you don't know by now that it's silent, if you hear anybody pronounce it as often, that person is wrong. So don't join such person to pronounce it. The word is often. Often. As simple as that. Often. There's no often. It's not often. You hear some people say, I often tell you. I often tell. No, it's wrong. It's often. I often tell you. It's not often. Let's get it correctly. And that is why we are here. Thank you so much for being part of the class, and thank you so much for being part of the show. Let's begin to roll out little by little. When I rise now, LYD is here. He's going to be doing Tammo. Now, you know the father of Tammo in Nigeria? We grew up listening to these people on NTA. May he so rest in peace, Baba Ogunyemi Baale. He died at the age of 80. He's the father of Tammo, father of, when you talk of quiz competition, asking questions on radio or TV. Back then on NTA, Ibadan, Mbalaya. I mean, I used to remember Mbalaya back then. Oh my God. We remember all these men. He don't take. I was telling Baba Lyric Paimo this evening how we grew up watching them. Baba was looking at me. That's how life is. We were watching them growing up. Now we have also grown up. They are now watching us. As the product of some of their craft back in the day. So that's how we should be doing. Whatever you're doing today impacts on people. So that they will remember, back then, finance, I'll never forget finance. That's what I always like. I'll tell you. One of my boys was getting an award in UK, on a UK radio station. And he put me on Zoom. And we were talking, and he said, boss, this is for you. And all the Oyinbos were looking at one small me like that. They didn't know he was my protege. I taught him broadcasting. And he's now in the UK doing very well. If I call his name, you know him. He's popular in the UK. That is what God has done through some of us. So it also impacts life. Life is life is simple. There's nothing about this life. Once you are gone, you are gone. You're gone with your knowledge. You are going in everything. That's why we always try, with the little knowledge we have, let's impact it on people. When we are gone, that's what they remind us for, not the money we give them. How much is money? Money is nonsense. It could be, nonsense. Yeah, you could say, what is he saying? Yes, I know what I'm saying. Thank you so much. Let's be going. I'll be back tomorrow on the cruise show again. You know, it's an everyday affair. And thank God for life. On behalf of my people up in here, Mr. Panotono, Amos 33, and of course, Bobola, Igufemi, Daniel Adeyemi. I'm a girl. She'll be laughing when I say, she'll be smiling when I say my girl. Am I too small to call you my girl? That's Nick Era is there, DJ Medicine. Let me leave you with DJ Medicine and ADLYD. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest, the nature's finest. DJ Pretty, the finest. All in one in all. And I'll be with you on the next one. That will be tomorrow. Always remember, keep your head up. And I'm out.
Taloda, Ibolotiwa. God that created the heaven and the earth, who was there when it was created. Opato Dayato Rejo, Bulumbe Talo Matres. Can somebody answer me? Yeah.